Hi, it's Angela. Are you a toe hooker? What the hell is a toe hooker, right? All right, this is kind of a pet peeve of mine when people are inverting when they're a toe hooker, or if you use your toe or your foot to pull your butt up into your invert. I want you to be strong in your invert, and the main thing that really helps you get up there is that tuck in that pelvis that helps lift your butt up. Our butts feel so heavy when we're trying to invert, and that's why we use that toe or that foot to help hook and pull us up. And I don't want you to do that anymore. And what I mean by that is most people, when they go to invert, or they're just learning to invert, really is when you see it, they get all excited that they can invert. But I want you to be strong in your invert so you can move into other things safely. So what I see is this. Hook, and then that foot pulls your butt up and gets you to wherever it is that you need to go. And then that heavy butt pulls us back down. All dangerous. I don't want you doing that. I want you to get that strength in the core. I know our butt feels so heavy because you want to, our goal and everybody's dream is to get that tuck, that beautiful tuck, tilt, diamond, straddle up, and it's amazing. But what's even more important and amazing when you learn it is that you don't have to work so hard when all of your muscles and everything in that pelvis is helping tip those legs and our heavy butts up onto that pole. Okay, so you want it to be a tuck, diamond, straddle. And of course, this is what I'm talking about that we all want to get. We want to be able to get that tuck, diamond, straddle, hips to the pole, and then be able to get into our invert. And the same when we exit, to be able to control that back down. So here's some tips and things that I want you to work on. Because again, when you're just toe hooking and using that foot to pull you up, pull your butt up, you're not working your core. You're never going to gain that strength to get there unless you're doing these moves. So from the floor, you can get into like a shoulder mount grip, basically a cup grip here. And you don't want your shoulder right up on the pole, you want some space. But you're going to flatten that back on the floor, abs are nice and tight. So the idea is that we're trying to get that beautiful tuck of the pelvis and lifting those legs up and behind us. So we're going to start with the legs long, abs nice and tight, no arch. You have a flat back here. Legs are tight, toes are pointed. You're going to imagine you're drilling that circle with the toes out. That's that rotation through the hips. Okay, so you're rotating those legs out. And then when they don't rotate anymore, that's where the pelvis comes in. You tuck that pelvis like you're scooping something up towards the pole. So the pelvis scoops up, abs are in, and then you're going to reverse it. You want to really work the down. So you're going to go as slow as you possibly can to bring those hips back down, and then you're going to keep those legs tight and strong as you bring them together. Flatten that back on the floor, circle it back out, rotate those hips outward, tuck that pelvis, and again, control it back down. And you're going to repeat those as many times as you can, hopefully trying to improve the amount you're doing. Again, you're scooping that pelvis. You're scooping, a big bowl of water to help scoop and lift those hips up and over. You want that strength through your core. You can also play with that from here. So in your strong hold, taking that, don't want to be arched here, you want to get rid of that arch. So you're going to really tuck and curl that pelvis, shoulders are down. Same thing, I can go rotate those hips out as I circle out, and then I'm going to try to lift my heavy butt off the floor. Okay, a little harder to do from here. Gravity wants to pull you back down, but you're going to try to practice that scoop and practice that rotation of those hips. All right, so those you can do from the floor. Then you're going to progress up to standing. So again, when we stand to start for our invert, we tend to be really arched here. We're going to get rid of that arch. You're trying to scoop that pelvis, tuck it under, flatten that lower back. Tuck, diamond. All right, and each time you want to try to just scoop a little bit further than you did the last time. Pull down on that pole, tuck, diamond, crunch. And of course, we're going to do this on both sides. Eventually, that tuck, diamond, crunch. Brings those hips up high enough that you can rotate those hips out, rotate those legs, and the weight of the legs are gonna shoot behind you, and that's gonna help shift that weight and bring your body up, or your butt up. So that tuck diamond, shift that weight over. Work the down each time. All right? So progress through those. Really work on scooping that pelvis. There's a lot of strength involved in that, and that rotation through that hip. That scoop that pelvis, rotation through the hip, belly button in. All of those muscles being worked together help lift your butt up and over to that beautiful invert. So don't be a toe hooker.